I've been having so many people either inbox me or have been DMing me or even leaving me comments underneath my videos, and they've all been interested in knowing how to grow long, healthy hair, and they just are curious about how to retain some length. So today's video, I'm going to tell you guys how to grow long, healthy hair and just how to have how to gain the most amount of length and just retain your length, honey, because I know everybody is trying to grow their hair for 2019. And after I decided to cut my damaged hair, I am also doing some different things in my regimen as well to grow my hair back and to grow it even longer than before. So and if you stay until the end, there will be a bonus tip that I'm going to leave for you guys that is a major key when it comes to retaining your length and growing long, healthy hair. A lot of people don't do it. So if you guys are interested, then stay tuned and keep watching. So tip number one is your diet. But a lot of people don't realize how important your diet is. Your diet plays a huge role in the way your skin looks, in the way you feel, in your health. Why wouldn't it play a role in your hair? So if you're eating trash and you're not taking in the all of the vitamins and things that you need in order to have your hair flourish, then why do you expect for your hair to be very long and very healthy? It's just not going to happen. You have to make sure that you're eating a balanced diet. You want to make sure that you are taking some sort of vitamins. That does help as well, because a lot of times in our diet we can't get all of the nutrients that we need in our diet. So taking a supplement or some type of vitamin as well as eating healthy, it can contribute to a healthy diet. And also water as well. Water plays a huge role as well as with your diet. All right, tip number two. Tip number two is making sure that you deep condition your hair. I'm gonna say it again because I'm thinking some people didn't hear me very clearly on this one. I stress this one so much that I'm always telling my clients to make sure they're getting one. And I mean, anytime I'm on live, if people ask me about hair tips and they're asking me questions about how to grow their hair, I always suggest doing deep conditioning treatments. You can do deep conditioning moisturizing treatments and also deep conditioning keratin treatment. Those are two different treatments. The keratin treatments is protein. The moisturizing treatment is for moisture. The protein helps to keep your hair strong. You don't want to have an overload of it, so do not overdo it. I deep condition. I try to suggest for my clients, a deep conditioning treatment every time they come in. With my daughters, I wash their hair every 2 weeks. So every time I wash their hair, every single time they get a wash, they get a deep conditioning, moisturizing treatment as well. There are times that I will do a protein treatment as well, which is the keratin treatment. I do those maybe like once a month to once every 3 months. Because it's keratin and it's protein, you don't want to use too much of that and have an overload, because then it causes your hair to be too strong and then your hair breaks off. Too much of the protein can be harmful, so you want to be careful with that. And as far as products when it comes to deep conditioning treatments, I love Ion. They offer that at Sally's. So if you guys have a Sally's in your area, I would check out Ion. They have an awesome deep conditioning treatment. I do like the deep conditioning treatment that I'm always raving about by Paul Mitchell. It's called MarulaOil. This is the one that I use by Paul Mitchell. And it's a hair mask. It is by Paul Mitchell. It's a professional product, so it's not offered everywhere. But if you want something close to this, I would check out the Ion. Also, as I haven't used their products as much, but I've heard good things about them as well. So I would check out their deep conditioning treatment. They do, I believe, have a reconstructing mask as well for reconstructing your hair, and that is a protein. So I would check them out as well. And then also Shea Moisture. I love a lot of the products that are by Shea Moisture. Shea Moisture has a really good product line. So a lot of their products I love to use. Also Diva Curl has, they have moisturizing treatments as well. I would check them out, and yeah. Tip number 3. So tip number 3 is very important because people think that they can skip out on this step when trying to get long, healthy hair, but it's not possible. I'm here to tell you right now, to all my clients that's looking at this video, to everybody that don't know me looking at this video, you cannot skip out on this step even if you feel like you don't need it, okay? Because anytime you are detangling the hair, different styling ways that you style your hair, you're gonna accumulate some type of split ends. So you want to make sure that you are chopping those split ends off. There is no way for your hair to continue to grow if your ends are split. If your ends are split, it's gonna continue to split all the way up the hair shaft, which is causing your hair to stay at a certain length and not grow. So you want to make sure that you are cutting your split ends as often as you need it. Everybody is different because not everybody split ends occur at the same time or happen as often as some other people. So you have to base it off of your hair. I do look at all of my clients' hair when they're getting any type of services from me, and I do suggest it if it's necessary. So, I mean, and you don't have to go to a stylist that's gonna give you like a major chop or anything like that, because everybody's afraid of that. They're like, I don't want to get my ends clipped because I ain't trying to have, you know, the stylist take off too much. Find you a stylist that knows about healthy hair and knows about cutting hair. And if they do, then they know that, you know, they'll look at your hair and they'll be able to assess it and see exactly how much you need to take off and how often you should take that off based off of your particular hair type. Tip number 4 is protective styling. Protective styling is very important because just always combing your hair and always changing up your hairstyles and doing all those type of things, it causes your hair to constantly be manipulated and your hair break off. Getting a protective hairstyle, keeping it like that and not touching it is best. For me, I choose wigs because I'm able to tuck all of my hair away, braid it. I can spray it down with a good moisturizer and leave it alone. I don't have to run my hands through it. I don't have to touch it. I don't have to comb it or nothing. So I suggest wigs. I say braids loosely because not all braids are created equal. I would not get anything that's gonna be too tight on your edges, anything that's gonna be too heavy on your hair. It will just cause your hair to break further. So find a hairstyle that's not gonna be too tight and too heavy for your hair, and you should be good as far as protective styling. There's also twists. You could do like, you know, jumbo twist or twist out. Twist out to me is not considered a protective style because your hair is out. And when your hair is out, it's, you know, it's touching all types of, you know, cotton and stuff that you have on your collar, and it causes the hair to get snagged and then it breaks off. So find you a hairstyle where you can either have your hair tucked completely away or you can have your ends protected completely. Tip number 5. So this tip is very important because when it comes to sleep and sleeping at night on like the cotton pillows and stuff like that, it causes your hair to get snagged inside of this cotton, and it pulls at your hair, and oh my God, it just breaks off your hair. So make sure you wear a scarf. A scarf is very important. Make sure it's a satin scarf. You can wear a scarf, a bonnet, whatever the case may be. Just make sure that it is satin. Do not get a cotton scarf or cotton anything like that. Tip number 6 is moisturize often. For me, what I've just started using is, this product called Mielle. I think I'm saying it right. So Mielle, they have avocado moisturizing hair milk. I started using this just recently. You guys can tell it's a little bit gone. And then this stuff, oh my God, I love this. It's white peony leave-in conditioner. And I spray this and use this in combination on my girl's hair, and I also use it on my hair underneath my wigs. And I feel like using these both together has caused our hair to be very, very moisturized for a longer period of time, because before it was very hard to keep our hair moisturized, being that we are natural, and you know, natural hair tends to be way drier. You have most of the time an issue with retaining moisture and retaining, you know, some type of moisture in your hair. So these products together has actually helped with keeping our hair moisturized. And I love this stuff. I love this, and I'm gonna go out and buy some more because I'm running out. And yeah, I love this stuff here. All right, so the bonus tip. This is the tip that I hope you guys really, really listen to, because this is very important. And that is wash your hair less. Yes, I said it. I'm a stylist and I'm telling you to wash your hair less. I know it sounds cliche. I'm like, wash your hair less. I know. You don't need to wash your hair every week. You don't need to wash it every day. You don't need to wash it often like that. What you're doing is stripping your hair of all of its natural oils and all of its natural things that keep your hair growing on a regular basis. For people that have curly hair, you definitely want to wash your hair maybe every 2 to 3 weeks, because with your hair being curly, the moisture and all of the natural oils from your hair takes longer to reach throughout your hair shaft. That's the reason why our hair stays dry. So you want to wash your hair less, so that way you can retain and keep that moisture in your hair. Your natural oils, you want to keep it in your hair, because otherwise your hair will be very dry, and washing it strips all of your oils and everything out of it. So you want to wash your hair less. Try to find ways to keep your hair to keep your hair up without having to wash it. So if that means pulling it back in a ponytail, if that means putting it in some type of loose little updo or braid out, or whatever the case may be that requires the hair to be a little bit more oilier or look a little greasier, then do that. Because do not wash your hair often. It's not necessary at all. All right, so that is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you go and follow me on Instagram at Jus'Marie_hair studios, and be a part of this family, because you know I take into consideration everything you guys tell me. Any tips or anything like that, I do videos for it. So make sure you guys are a part of the family. Go and subscribe and leave your comments below on future videos you are interested in. And yeah, that's it. And I will see you lovely, lovely beauties next time. All right, y'all. Peace. I'm out of here.